cell metabolism, cell coordination, interaction between molecules, and pathophysiological defect are discussed. Okay, so basically, in this course, we will try to explain different class of hormones. Okay, and also how the hormone being produced, and also what is the special characteristic of each this class of hormones. Okay, apart from that, I think this one we will focus more in our course is the pathophysiological defect of the hormones. Okay, I think that one is more interesting. Okay, because we will try to relate. Okay, the disease with the hormones. Okay, you know that hormone actually can the what call it imbalance of hormone can cause a lot of disease. Okay, so we will discuss one by one. Okay, and we try to find out the reason why this disease happens. Okay, and how to avoid these diseases. Okay, so basically just like a medical course. Okay, because we focus more on pathophysiological disease. Right. So this is the course detail. Okay. So actually, this class will be held in 2 days. Okay, Monday and Wednesday. Okay, so on Monday we have 2 hours from 2 to 4. So we will be doing the class in the one kuliah 1.1. I hope you know where is the one kuliah 1.1. I think at the ground level. Okay. After cafeteria. Okay, if you go straight, you will find the one kuliah 1.1 and 1.2. Okay. So in Wednesday, we also have another class, which will be starting at 9 a.m. at the one kuliah 1.2. Okay, so I hope you can remember the time and also the what call it, the place. This lecture will be held. Okay, so I would like to remind you all. Okay, I think most of you always subject or every course in UPM, you have to attend at 80% of your attendance for you to eligible to sit for your final exam. Okay. So before this, maybe this rule is not implemented fully in but this year, okay, the admin of UPM, okay, asked the lecturers to really look into these matters. Okay, means we have to key in all the attendance. Okay, so if you have attendance less than 80%, okay, we cannot allow you to sit for your final. Even you sit for the final, we cannot in your marks. Okay, so I hope you can remember this. Okay, so you cannot go to the class, try to contact the lecturer, give the reason or give any proof why you cannot attend the class. Okay, so they won't affect your attendance. Okay, because I don't want to have a problem at the end of the semesters. Okay, when you just to enter the final exam, then you cannot sit for the exam, then will be a problem for everyone. Okay, because as a lecturer, I want you to sit for the final exams. Okay, you as student also want to sit for the final exam. Okay, so for this course, we don't have any records that student fail this course. Okay, so I don't want to break the record. Okay, if you cannot enter the final exam, okay, you will lose a lot of marks, right? Okay, so just bear in mind, you have to attend at least 80%. Okay, you know that we have how many class? Okay, then you have to imagine 80% how many class you have to attend. Okay, if you want to skip the class, you have to calculate. Okay, is it exceed the 80% of the total class? All right, just make sure of that. Okay, because I also was a student at UPM. Okay, I did my first year degree in biochemistry. Okay, so I know sometimes we don't want to go to class maybe because we are too tired or something like that. But remember, you have to calculate how many class you have absent. Okay, just make sure that do not exceed 80% of the class. Okay, all right. So this class, okay, will be conducted by two lecturers. Okay, the first one is me as the coordinator. Okay, so my name is Muhammad Izwan. Okay, I'm not sure whether you're already familiar with my face. Okay, uh, have you have we met before? This is first time, right? Hello. Yes. In which class? No. Huh?
No, doctor, this is the first time.
Okay, so I would like to get to know all of you. Okay, because this is our first class together. Okay, so my name is Muhammad Izwan. Okay, so little bit about my background. Okay, so I did my first degree in UPM in biochemistry. Okay, then I continue my what call it my higher educations, doing the PhD in University of Manchester. Okay, so my research area more on what you call it the diabetes. Okay, so my focus of research mainly on diabetes. Okay, that's why I can relate most of the hormone with the diabetes. Okay, that's why they give me this class. Okay, hormone biochemistry. Okay, apart from that, this class also will be taught by Dr. Suhaili. Okay, so Dr. Suhaili um, actually actually Dr. Suhaili was my senior. Okay, during our undergraduate. Okay, years. Okay, I think she 1 year, one batch above me. Okay, so means I think she is just 1 year older than me. Okay, so Dr. Sohaili research also focus on, I think, on the disease in human. Okay, that's why she got this class. Okay, so I can be contacted. Email is here. Okay, you can send me email through m_izwan@upm.edu.my. Okay, but if you want to ask something not formal, okay, you can just send me a WhatsApp, okay, through the 010-334-0834. Okay, so basically, if you WhatsApp me, okay, actually I will reply your WhatsApp, okay, but not instantly. Maybe during that time I have got things to do. Okay, I will reply it. I will try my best to reply all the WhatsApp from the students about regarding your questions and so on. But please give me some time to reply your WhatsApp. Okay, because I apart from this course, I also handling the industrial training. Okay, actually handling the industrial training is quite nightmare for the lecturers. Okay, because the student will constantly asking questions because I know they are very, very what call it, worry about the placement and so on, the things, the progress of the LI, something like that. So they will keep contacting the lecturers. Okay, so I will a bit busy. Okay, handling the industrial training. Okay, I think all of you will be doing your industrial training soon. Okay, so you will know. Okay, the process. All right. Mm. Then we go to the next one. Okay, about the course learning outcome. Okay, so actually for this course, we have three. Okay, learning outcome. Learning outcome actually is something like at the end of the class. Okay, the end of the semesters, we expect you to have these things. Okay, so the first one, at the end of the class, we want you to have the ability to compare the types, classification and characteristics of hormones. Okay, there's one. That one is actually PO1. PO1 is the program outcome. Okay, so the program outcome for this course, actually, the first one to able to compare the types, classification and characteristics of hormones. Okay, so if you see from the slides, you can see C5. C5 actually is the way, okay, we want to assess you to know whether you have this PO or program outcome. C5 is the level of hardness of the question. Okay, so actually C5 is quite high. Okay, so we will try to make questions that up to this layer standard, which is C5. Okay, we have C1 until C6. Okay, C6 is the hardest. Okay, so C5 you can imagine a quite hard questions. Okay, because this is the advanced course. Okay, it's not the basic course. Okay, so the question I think we have to make it a bit harder compared basic in the regulation of the SCM means you have to find out the information that you get hello, hi,
Hello,
hello,
Mr.
hello. Okay, so like okay, can you see the slide? Okay, right. Okay, sorry about the connection. Okay, actually today class I plan to have a class face to face, but I got problem with my car. Uh, where I have to send the car after this to the workshop. That's why I do it in online. Okay. So actually, I don't like the online class because yeah, we are depending much depend on the internet connections. Okay. So I would like to prefer to have what we call it the classical method, which is go to the lecture room. Okay. Okay. So we continue with this one. Okay. So like I said before, okay. Uh, for the second outcome, okay, is designed for your SL. Okay, I think last batch of students, okay, the SL is about first is the what call it, you have to make what call it something like we give you the case study, then you have to study the case study, okay, and present your finding to the class, okay, and also we have done something like you have to make a poster, okay, and what actually show the posters at the faculty so everyone that pass by can stop and ask you the question, something like that. That one also one kind of SL that we have done before. Okay, so basically for SL usually we will divide you into groups. Okay. Right, so wait a minute, where's my slide? Okay, so we will divide you into group. So if this class have 50 students, okay, uh, I prefer to have around 10 groups. Okay, so maybe a group we need 5 members. Okay, so for group we will assign you, okay, randomly. Okay, so we don't want we call it something like just you and your friends in one group. So we would rather to have what call it the multiracial, and also the group is someone that you not familiar with, so you can know each other better. Okay. Okay, so for this second outcome, okay, we have A4 and CS. A4 is actually it's not communication skill, it's about the teamwork. Okay, both of this okay, actually will be what we call it, will be assessed during the SCL. Okay, the last one actually the learning outcome is PO3. Okay, so PO3 actually is like PO1, but PO3 is the upgrade of PO1. Okay, PO3 we expect you to associate the hormonal imbalances and their association with pathophysiological defect. Okay, this one actually we try to, because in this course first we will introduce you with the basic of the hormone, then we try to give you the real world question about the hormone, which is about the disease. Okay, so in PO3, okay, we hope at the end of course you can relate what happened to the world outside with the hormones. Okay, mechanism. This you know what is the underlying mechanism this happened to this patient. Okay, so that one is a PO3. PO3 actually for critical thinking. Okay, so when we design question for this, okay, it's not straightforward. Okay, so you have to think a bit further to get the answer. All right. So that's the learning outcome. So am I lagging? Is it okay now?
It's okay now, doctor.
Uh, yeah. Sorry. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. So this is like I said before. Okay. For PO1 and PO3, we have different set of questions. The standard of the questions. Okay. So 5 and C6, like we said before. Okay. The hardest question is C6. Okay. So if this course, I think the highest is C5. Okay. So the questions will be around the ability of the student to evaluate. Okay. So we'll try to design the questions, okay, for the student to evaluate the situation. Okay. So present and defend opinion by making judgment about information, validity of ideas, quality of work based on set of criteria. So we give you maybe the criteria of the disease, then you have to give us what is the mechanism behind it, something like that. So you have to evaluate, able to evaluate. Okay, and also in this course, so when this course say that the 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 what call it, the program outcome until to C5 means it will include from the C1 to C5. Okay, so the question can be C1, C2, C3 up to C5, but not C6. Okay, so your exam questions, okay, actually will linger around this C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. Okay, so the question so will need you to remember the lecture note, understand the lecture notes, okay, applying what you have learned in lecture, and also analyzing, and finally evaluating. Okay, so the questions will be something like that. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we go to the course outline. Okay, so as you know, we have 14 weeks. Okay, so we'll divide this class into two lectures. Okay, so my subject or my topics will be for seven, I think seven. Another seven will be taught by Dr. Sohaili. Okay, so the first 7 weeks you will meet me in the lecture. Okay, so the first topic is introduction. Okay, so this introduction actually will explain about the definition, research background of hormone, classification of hormone, and also the related organ, okay, that produce or affected by these hormones. Okay, so all of this will be included in test one. Okay, the second one we will start to more specific topic, okay, which is peptide hormone. Okay, peptide hormone is another type of hormones. Okay, so we will learn about the what call it, the function, biosynthesis, receptor, path, and reaction mechanism, and so on. Okay, so the first three topics will be included in test 1. Then, sorry, for test 2, we have start from the lecture 4 will be included in test 2. Okay. Then until to the chapter 6. Okay, will be included in the test 2. Okay, after that, the Siley will take over the class, and every subject that teach by Dr. Swiley the final exam. Okay, so just remember my topics, okay, will be included in test 1 in test 2, while Dr. Suhaili subjects or topics will be included in the final exam. Okay, so I will upload this slide in the Putra Blast, so you can go through all the subjects, okay, all the topics in this course. Okay, so this is the plan assessment this course. Okay, we will have test 1, test 2, SCL like I said before, and final examinations. Okay, so the test 1, 20%, test 2, 20%, the SCL 20%, and the final examination is 40%. Like I said before, the final exam actually contribute big chunk of your marks. Okay, so if you cannot enter the final exam, there will be a problem. Okay, you will lose 40% of your marks. Like I said before, please, okay, attend the class. If you don't want to attend the class, at least make sure it 80% attendance. Okay, so for the test 1, okay, my plan to have test 1 in week 5, which is in 7th of November 2022, which is on Monday. Okay, during Monday class, okay, we will have the test 1 examination. Okay, for test 2, in week 10, okay, which is, I'm not sure whether the date is correct. Okay, 12th December 2022. Okay, also on Monday. Okay, that one actually for test 2. Okay, then we have also SL. Okay, the SCL. Okay, usually we will conduct SL during week 8 and up to week 10. Okay, and also if we have enough time, we will have two SCL. Okay, but if the time is not enough, okay, we will have just one SCL and we'll give you a quizzes. Okay, the quizzes actually also can be included. The marks can be included in the SCL marks. Okay. Then we have final examinations. Okay, that one actually will be will be decided by the UPM administration when the final examination will be held. Okay, that one we have to wait for the date. Okay, we don't know yet when the final examinations. Okay, so far any questions about the course? Okay, because I use Zoom. Okay, so Zoom just give me 40 minutes. Okay, for the free usage. Okay, so we have just another 5 minutes before the Zoom will shut off automatically. Okay, so if you have any question, please ask now. Okay, so another thing is, please remember, okay, I already put the attendance in Putra Blast. That's the record that you attend the class. Okay, apart of that, I also record the Zoom. Okay, so I can check the name, cross check name who attend the class. Okay, so after this class, you can go to the and you can click in on the attendance. Okay, so we will record your attendance in this morning class. Okay, so any other questions? Mhm.
Doctor.
Yeah, of course. Okay, like I said before, okay, this slide will be uploaded in the Putra Blast. Okay, for you to refer back. Okay, especially about the topics. Okay, and also about the aspect for the test 1 and test 2 especially. Okay, so will be no problem. Okay, that one will be uploaded in the Putra Blast. All right. Okay, another questions? Other questions? So from the list here, we have how many students? Okay, let me check. Uh, Stop sharing. Okay, so we have around 50 students. Yes, everyone attending class today. Okay, so I hope all of you also click in on the attendance in Putra Blast. Okay, so I want to see 50 attendance click in the Putra Blast like that. Okay, so we have another 4 minutes. I think we can wrap this class. Okay, so if you have any queries or questions, you can ask during the class next week. Okay, on Monday. All right. So thank you for attending the briefing. Okay. So the next week class will be face to face. Okay. Don't forget that. Okay. You have to go to the lecture lecture room. Okay. Then we have to face to face lecture. All right. Okay. Okay. So I have questions from Usna. Okay, Usna. Yes, I will upload the lecture slide on the before class. Okay. Yes. Usually uh I will upload the lecture note before class. All right. So during the class, you can refer back. You can open the lecture note using your mobile phones. Okay. So you can use the note during the lecture. Okay, as your reference. Okay. Yes, I will upload the lecture note before class. Okay. Any other questions or inquiries regarding the course? Okay. If you don't have any question, thank you. See you next week. Okay, I hope next week I can meet all 50 of you and get to know better all of you. Okay, so because this is our first time, okay, to have face to face lecture. All right. Okay, thank you. See you. All right.
Thank you, Doctor.
Good
Okay.
doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.